Hello, my name is Maverick Collins. This is my video submission for 5 dice, 3 rolls. In this assignment, we are tasked with building the die object based off this UML diagram, which you could see here. I have. And then we're supposed to build the implementation for each of these things. So for the die constructor, default constructor, the input parameter, the parameterized constructor, and then the method roll and the method get value. So let's take a look at those. So pretty standard stuff here. We're initializing the dice to have 6 sides. It's a normal 6-sided die with the value of 0. And then we also initialize the parameterized constructor with the property number of sides, where the user will define the number of sides the dice could have. Then we have this roll method where we're seeding each die seeded with the SRAN time of 0 based off what we've done in class. And then we're going to randomize the value of the die and divide it by itself, mod it by itself to return a value between 0 and 5. And then we're going to add 1 to make it return a value between 1 through 6. And then the get value is pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dice game. So this is where things get interesting. We have a number of dice, constant, static, global attribute here. That's going to be used to initialize our dice array with 5 die as the objects. And we then are going to roll the dice. So we're going to have the first dice, we're going to roll them. And then finally, we'll show the dice, which will show um, the roll for each die. Okay. And so then down here, this is where we get into the business logic to allow the user to re-roll it up to 3 times. So input, pretty standard stuff here. Do you want to re-roll? True, false. It's going to take an input. If the input is true, then we're going to roll the dice, show the dice, and then we're going to plus the roll count. And this is pretty standard here. Re-roll up to 3 times. So we're starting at 0. So it'll go up to 1, up to 2, and it'll get to 3, and it'll kick out of the loop. So they got 3 shots to re-roll. If else false, then we're going to break. And then we have we're accounting for some error input here. So if it's not a T or an F, then it'll prompt the user to try again. Finally, we're going to get the total from this method right here, where we're going to tally up, go through the array, and plus equal each die to get a total value. And then finally, we're going to output the score to the user. So without further ado, let's run it. So as you can see here, I'll maximize this. Do you want to reroll the dice? Let's say H, invalid input. Please enter T or F. Okay, fine. True. Oh, look at that. 41635. I think I could do better. Let's roll again. So let's reroll 1. Let's reroll 2. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Let's reroll it one more time. And as you can see, it exited the loop and outputted the final score from the final dice roll. So this one was a really fun assignment. I think just getting the UI to work correctly was the most challenging part. We're using object-oriented design here, so using different classes. It started getting a little tricky when the name of the array was named dice, and you're trying to pass in the object die and trying to keep that all squared away in your head. It was a little difficult, but as you can see here, it works. And we'll run it one last time just to make sure it works for when I say no. Got a minute here. Would you like to re-roll? Say false. There you go. Total score. So there you go. It's my video submission. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.